Welcome back to the Bark and Bite. My name is Brandon Baker of Black Dog Barbecue, and today I'm teaming back up with Charbroil Grills to show you 5 ways to make sure your food doesn't stick to the grill, plus a bonus tip that I find helpful as well. Whether you're new to grilling or someone who grills all the time, one common challenge that people face is having their food stick to the grill, specifically with both chicken and fish. Because of that, I'm gonna walk you guys through a couple steps that I found to be super helpful to help mitigate that issue. Step 1 is gonna be to make sure that you are preheating your grill correctly. You want that grill to be really hot. You're thinking 400 to 500 degrees. When you're cooking food that hot, it helps to sear it, which helps reduce the likelihood that the fish is going to stick to the grill. If you're cooking somewhere in those mid-ranges, think 200 to 300 degrees, your food's a whole lot more likely to stick to the grill than if you're searing it at those high temperatures. Now today I'll be demonstrating this on my Charbroil 3-burner Pro Series gas grill, and I've found turning the heat to about 3/4 of the way to full heat on this grill is perfect for that 400 to 500 degree range we're looking for. Now, once your grill is preheated properly, the second step is to make sure you clean your grill grates. This is easiest to do once your grill is hot, and you just take whatever scraper that you have and make sure you get as much, if not all, of any remaining food grime off of the grates as possible. Besides being unsanitary, that old food residue is going to increase the likelihood that your food sticks to the grill. Once your grill grates are clean, the third step is going to be to oil those grates. You're going to want to use a high smoke point oil. Think something like grapeseed oil, canola oil, or avocado oil. Just make sure you use a paper towel to apply that and you're not spraying the oil over the open flames because that may lead to a flare-up. Once you've completed those 3 steps, your grill is going to be prepped and ready to go, which leads us to step 4, which is going to be to properly oil your meat. Like I mentioned, today we're using salmon, and I'm going to oil all the sides, both the skin on and the flesh side of the salmon. That helps create a protective barrier to help further prevent your food from sticking to the grill. After that, it'll be time to get your fish on the grill, which leads us to our final step, step 5. And that's going to be to make sure you don't flip the meat too early. You're going to want to let the meat cook undisturbed for about 4 to 6 minutes, depending on the cut. Today with salmon, that's exactly the length that I want it to cook before I even touch it. Meats like fish and chicken, they're going to release naturally from the grill grates. You just have to make sure you give it enough time cooking to allow it to do so. That'll give you those great grill marks you're used to seeing and an even better end product. If you follow those 5 simple steps, you're going to be well on your way to making sure your food doesn't stick to the grill. But I do have one more bonus tip to share with you all today to even help further solidify that. And that's going to be to make sure to use a fish spatula when you're flipping your meat, especially when we're talking about seafood. Fish spatulas are significantly thinner than most other spatulas that you're used to using when you're cooking, and that allows you to get underneath the meat without tearing or ripping the skin. By following those 5 steps, as well as the bonus tip that I shared, you'll be able to easily make sure that your food doesn't stick to the grill, whether you're someone who's been cooking for years or someone who's just getting used to the grill now. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's tip, and make sure to continue to follow along as we put out more barbecue and grilling content. Until next time, happy grilling.